it's time to burn the birth plan and instead talk about the way you want to feel during labour rather than like a checklist of what you want.
Yeah.
I don't know what your perspective is on
Well,
that.
not ditching the birth plan completely, but you're recognising that it doesn't necessarily meet all of your needs. The idea is that you are not acknowledging what your core values are, where you're coming from as a person. How do you want to be treated during your birth experience? Because all you're telling people on a birth plan is what you would like from the care provider in terms of, yes, please, I would like an epidural. No, thank you, I don't want to be lying on my back. That kind of thing. And what I think is missing from that is the actual stuff that comes from within, the inner stuff that we are needing to focus on more and more, going into hospital where lots of things are often done to you without maybe being explained in the right way, you know, people not taking on board what it is that you want to achieve, and more importantly, why? Why do you want to give birth in a particular way? Why is that so important to you, and how can you express that to the people who are supporting you through your birth?
Yeah, I think it also just humanises the whole thing when you speak from how you want to feel rather than tick epidural, you know, X, delayed cord clamping or whatever it is. If you say, this is truly how I want to feel during my labour, please, could you help me? Could you help facilitate this birth for me? If you write the traditional birth plan, I'm sorry to say, but it's probably not going to go to plan in some ways because there's just so many moving parts, isn't it?
Especially if you expect it to be this like magic thing. Oh, it's so all right because I've written my preferences down and they're going to just let me have all of the preferences that I want, because unfortunately that's just not what's happening these days. Too many people are experiencing interventions that they don't necessarily want or plan for, because actually the detail of that birth plan perhaps isn't getting into the nitty-gritty in the right way. And I love what you've just said, Poppy, to speak to your care providers like human beings.
Yeah, which will in turn make them see you as a human being and not just as another patient who's walked in